episode of Sarcasm Speaks. It's me and Bobby today. Fucking cruising right along. It's no, it's not midweek. It'll be end of the week once this comes out though. Like kinda almost midweek though.
Basically end of the week. I'm off Friday to Monday.
Ah fuck, dude. Must be nice.
For those of you guys that don't celebrate Labor Day,
Yeah.
we do.
Well, I get Monday off. I have to work. Well, technically, I work Friday. If you're not watching the video show, I just did air quotes. So, I mean, I work, but like, we'll see how hard I actually work.
It's just so not busy. We just close.
Yeah, it's like that awkward time where it's like in between sports. Well, not in between. Like it's just right about the sports season, but it's like the changing from like summer schedule to fall.
Yeah, I mean, we lost a bunch of fall athletes, so they've been kind of on their way out. College kids are gone, and then no one wants to start up before
School starts.
school starts.
And then Labor Day weekend is a huge vacation weekend because it's like the last hurrah right before school starts, right before like it's like the last weekend of summer essentially. So that's cool. We also we may have just planned ourselves a nice little triple threat for Saturday.
Yeah.
Might have the nice golf round in the morning. This barbecue place that absolutely fucking smacks, and then finish up at the Electric Factory, all in that Blackstone to Lincoln, Rhode Island area.
Got tickets to cash.
Yeah, I know, big winners, big winners. Oh, I can't believe I only won $18. You made a $20 bet. What did you expect?
It's tough. But I'm not surprised I won when I calculate the 40 I lost in fucking roulette.
Yeah, I almost kept going last week, but I was like, fuck it. I lost the 40 and just called it.
Dang, I don't love roulette all that much, but
Yeah.
actually, so for as much as we talk about it and as much as we've gone, that's the first time I played a table at Twin River.
Really?
I usually just bet on sports.
Shit.
I usually watch.
Huh.
But I had no interest in watching that game.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
No.
So yeah, that was the first time I actually played a table. And roulette's admittedly not my favorite, so
Yeah.
I played. Why not?
It's definitely my favorite because it's the easiest. Well, for me, it's the easiest to follow. And again, this is just for me. It's the hardest to fuck up. Like
True.
when you play blackjack,
There's a lot.
like there's a lot you can fuck up. There's all like those unwritten rules and like fucking
Just
all
basic
kinds of
strategy.
Shit. Yeah. And like I have no idea what Spanish 21 is. Couldn't tell you.
No clue.
21, like that's Spanish 21. Like I don't know the game.
I think that's Italian 21. Is it the same in Spanish?
Yeah. And then I don't know what the other. Good luck trying to get getting on a fucking Texas Hold'em table.
No,
Anywhere.
but you can't do that either because you need to be prepared to sit there
Right.
for hours.
Right. And that's like a whole thing. Like that's a commitment.
And if you're not prepared to sit there for hours, you might as well fucking Peter Griffin it, put $100 on the table, be like, oh, do you want any chips? No, just take it.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Seriously.
No, if you're gonna play Hold'em, you need to be in it for a long time.
Right. And I don't understand craps at all. I mean,
Craps is tough too.
I take a lot of craps, but like I don't know how to play the game craps. It's
well, you can bet it the same way you can bet roulette. It's just it gets wild.
Yeah, the only thing I know is 7,
And when
11, and 2 are losers.
Yes, but you could also bet that.
Yeah,
But here's the deal: is typically you don't bet against the roller.
Yeah.
So that's why it gets so insane is because everyone's kind of betting together.
Mm-hmm.
They're just betting the dice, and the guy's just throwing them.
Yeah.
So if the guy's like rolling them, you don't want to fucking bet on 7. Makes you look like a prick.
Right.
But you can bet the basic. So you know how the basic bet for roulette is just even, odd, red, black.
Yep.
There is a version of that for craps.
Okay.
But craps gets fucking wild.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't want to be the one guy just betting the pass line, and it's like
Yeah.
all these people are fucking
Yeah.
like there's a lot happening over
Yeah,
here, and
yeah.
you're just like
Yeah.
10 on the pass.
And I'm not fucking James Bond, so I'm not gonna play Baccarat. Like
That's another one. That's not a hard game to bet.
Yeah, but like I just don't know. I don't care to learn it.
It's okay. It's not that hard. It really isn't that hard. It's gonna be hard if I try to explain it to you on the air.
Yeah.
But it's not that hard. Basically, like you're trying to make 9.
Okay.
And you either bet the banker or the dealer.
Okay.
And who the banker is doesn't matter. You're just betting hands.
Yeah. Are there any other casino games? Did we just name them all?
No, what? Not even close. Let It Ride.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know if we can find an Omaha table, but some 7-card stud.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen Caribbean poker, but
No, well, definitely not at Twin River. So that's the other thing too. Is like I think we named all the games that are at Twin River.
do they have Baccarat?
No, but they do actually.
Where?
It's
Downstairs?
no, up but on the way to the degenerate gambling spot where they have the
race
horse
park.
where they have the horse windows
Yeah.
on the left. So if you go through the first door, like
you're
looking like you're looking up at the stadium seats on the right, and then the sports book is up in the way dot back.
That
If you turn to the immediate left, the opposite direction,
is it
there-
video?
there are Baccarat tables over there. Nikos told me once.
He's insane.
One of the times I was there, he was like, "Oh, do you want to be like James Bond and go play Baccarat? It's over there." I was like, "Oh shit."
That's a potential big money game.
Yeah. Yeah. So there are. I think there's two. There's 2 Baccarat tables on that side.
It's like the Pai Gow room from Foxwoods.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I just stick to roulette. It's fun for me. I enjoy it.
Yeah, honestly, I will say the only thing that kind of sucks for roulette is if you don't start like winning some.
It's very easy to lose quickly.
It's not even that.
Like you could be out in like 3 rolls.
You can, but it's also just it gets kind of lame unless you can build up a little, because then it's like if it's a $10 minimum, you got $40. It's like okay, so you're thinking right off the bat, all right, I got 4 hands, so all right, put it on black.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, maybe I hit, maybe I don't, whatever. But it's like until you can actually build something up,
Right.
you almost like can't really make a whole lot happen.
Yeah.
So it's really just like for me, all I was doing was betting black and red, and maybe I think I maybe won a hand, and instead of pulling the 10 back, I put it on even.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like it's just
You gotta be committed. You gotta have a lot of money to start, or just have a low minimum bet, like on a $10 table, to play the inside. Because we talked about this in the car ride back with Vinny, but Vinny, I don't know if he got it. He was also highly intoxicated. But there is a strategy to playing on the inside. Like, so there are 36 numbers. So you put down, you want to cover a certain amount of numbers, say like, so 36 numbers, 18, you'd want to maybe put down somewhere, you want to cover somewhere between 18 and 20 numbers with like whatever. So you like, I said this before too, like you cut into the profit, but there's an algorithm to it. It's like if you cover 18 to 20 numbers, odds are in your favor that you're going to hit because you're taking more than 50% of the numbers that are available. But you have to also be okay with winning less.
But you also have
because you're betting more.
I assume there's also a quantity you have to bet to hit at a clip that you need to hit at. Because if you're only putting like
if you put if each chip is worth $1, say we're playing on a $10 minimum table. You got singles. If you cover 20 numbers, if you hit one of those numbers exactly, it pays 36 to 1.
But
so
I
you get
think
30. So you're plus 16. If you hit a number after putting down 20.
But I think you need to put more down because your percentage is not going to be 50-50 hit. I don't think.
Right. No, it's
and
not.
Even if you're 50-50,
because you can have there's no it's not an even thing. Like there have been times where I've watched the table go and it's like 15, 8, 15, 32, 8. You know, like there's not like an even split to
like,
how the numbers come
because
out.
what I'm thinking is, so if you pick 20 of 36, your hit rate might be 30%.
Yeah, potentially.
Maybe, might be even less.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. There's like an algorithm for it.
So you might have to bet 20 numbers with 3 units in all. You have to do that every hand.
And then you see people, they always cover the zeros. So like you split the line between 0 and 00, because if you could put one chip on all 36 fucking numbers and then have the roll come out 00 and you lose.
What does that pay? Does that pay the same as the inside numbers?
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more.
It might be.
It might be more.
I mean, it's still the same odds though.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it has to be more, because if the numbers are 1 through 36 on the board, the main board,
And it pays 36 to 1.
36 to 1, then 000 would then theoretically want to pay more than that, potentially.
Could be less too.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. I've never actually like
Into this.
played to shoot for fucking 000.
Yeah.
But
It just seemed like a lot more fun with the people who were playing inside. It seemed like they had a lot more going on. And
Yeah.
like they were getting big stacks of chips back.
oh yeah, it gets fucking crazy.
And I'm just sitting there with like $10 bets. It's like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
so
I'll play inside, but like I have to have like at least like $100
Yeah.
ready to go. Like when we were there last week and I just had $40, I was like, I'm just gonna play outside. Like and then we wanted to get home and I didn't have time to like go fucking nuts playing the inside.
yeah. Well, I guess it would also help to have some idea of strategy,
yeah.
knowing what you need to do. Because one of those kids definitely had a spotter,
Oh yeah.
and they were playing some kind of system.
Yeah, because then you get into like you ride the wave. So like if there's just been 3, it's not like cards either. So like, so that's why a lot of people like struggle. Like if we're playing cards, and then you see 3 black cards in a row, well I'm gonna bet that red's coming out next just because.
No, you ride the trend.
But you know what I mean. But in roulette, you ride. It's opposite. If you get 3 black numbers, now I'm betting on black. I'm gonna ride the trend until it goes away.
Also, so it was a $10 minimum. I don't know what the max was. Maybe $200.
Yeah.
Someone was throwing down hundreds on the lame bets while also playing the inside.
Yeah.
So it's like he hit. Yeah, it was just like you could tell that obviously he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, it just seems like such more fun.
Yeah.
But I think he started with 150.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I wasn't.
No.
I started with $40.
No. That's what I mean. You need more money if you're gonna play the inside.
Yeah. Or if you're gonna do like an actual system.
Or just be really drunk like Vinny and just put all whatever chips you have on 18 and then hit.
Yeah.
He's done that twice now. Did it once at Twin River last year and then did it at Encore a couple weeks ago. She gets absolutely obliterated. Has like 3, 4, maybe 5 chips left. Puts it all on 18 and he hits. That's his number.
Yep.
Fucking asshole. So, whatever.
We're back.
We're back.
I'm looking up some college football shit too, some goofy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm actually kicking around, maybe driving on Thursday. There's a big slate of games.
Nice.
And I'm on vacation.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Not
that's
vacation,
true.
4-day
But
weekend.
yeah, but you got the extended weekend.
Which is actually longer than the vacation I took.
True, because you had to work Thursday.
I worked
morning.
Thursday morning.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so the 4-day weekend is longer than the vacation I took.
Yeah.
Such bullshit. I'm taking a week someday. But I don't know what I'm gonna do for a week, but
Right? I don't know. I struggle with that too. Like, just having a whole week off. I'm like, what do I do?
dude, I had like I had 6 hours off in the middle of the day today. I had
Yeah.
no idea what to do with it.
That's why I went down a day early to the Cape with Vinny when I was off for a
Yeah.
week. Like, I need something to do. Like, I can't just take a whole week off of work and then sit around and do nothing. Like, I need something to do. I need somewhere to go.
I could play a fuckload of golf and get through it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
And like, even if it's as simple as like planting my ass on a beach and doing nothing, I can do nothing on a beach like the fucking best of them. But like, I just need to get there. Like, I can't sit in the house and do nothing all day for a week.
Yeah, the beach is still tough for me.
Yeah.
What we did in Hyannis was perfect.
Yeah, we were there for like 2-3 hours.
Something like that. It
Yeah.
was like great because I was about to start getting antsy.
Yeah. We were
And I was like, who wants to play Can Jam?
appointment drinking. Guys played some Can Jam. I just laid there.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. So I do want to talk about, so today, did you see Gronk's thing?
Yeah.
Or hear it?
I heard some of it.
I heard them play it on the radio. So obviously everyone knows, if you live in New England, well, even if you don't live in New England, everyone knows, if you follow the NFL, Gronk retired in March-ish.
Something like that.
After the Super Bowl.
After free agency.
Yeah.
Just enough time for them to not get Jared Cook.
Yeah. So he like had a press conference today and announced that he is partnered up with some CBD company. He's actually like part owner in it now too. I guess he bought in as an ownership stake. And when he was talking about how like his body started like falling apart and like football turned him into like a different person, and he actually like cried. Like he choked up and like was about to cry. This is like Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Like I forget whether it was the morning show or the midday show when I caught it on the radio, but they were saying like he's like the fucking human golden retriever. Like he's just a playful fucking puppy, like, oh dude, like I'm just having a good time living life. Like he's always happy, and like for him to be up there and like literally almost start crying, like you know that was legit. Like, and then that also makes it seem like, oh no, it was actually the afternoon show. It was Felger and Maz that I was listening to it, because Maz was saying he listened to that and said that that's it. He's never coming back. Because in the press conference he was like, you know, I got to get my body right, and you know, I'm not closing the door on returning to football. Might be 3 months, might be 6 months, might be 2 years. He goes, I don't know, but like I could come back.
The one theory with that is that he's probably not coming back this year. But if this CBD oil is gonna be, or CBD whatever the fuck is gonna be a thing, he has to come back. Because if he's gonna be sitting there being like, hey, this stuff works, well, he has to prove it.
So the other thing, the conspiracy theory.
Oh boy.
Because you know I love my fucking conspiracy theories. Is that like Gronk is gonna come back this year in November. If he gets reinstated on November 1st, he's gonna pop for cannabinoids. Because in the NFL, if you take CBD, even though it's non-psychoactive, you still test positive for cannabinoids, because that's their test. Okay. It's not separate to THC or CBD, whatever. So they were saying, yeah, he'll come back, get reinstated November 1st, get popped, because you can't, like, he can't stop taking the CBD, because then it's like, well, Rob, what are you doing? Like, you said that you would take this to make yourself feel better. Now it's not in your system. Like, it has to be in his system if he takes the drug test. And then take his 4-game suspension, and then December 1st, just be ready to go. So, like, come back, announce you're coming back November 1st, get popped, take a 4-game suspension, and now you have a month to actually get ready for the season. Start the season December 1st, play the last 3 games of the season, and then just play in the playoffs.
That's the conspiracy theory.
That's the conspiracy theory. Because that's what they were saying, like, and it makes sense too. Like, if he did take a drug test and it wasn't in his system and he didn't test positive, then it's like, well,
you're not actually taking this.
You're an owner in the company and you're not actually taking the stuff.
That, or what did you do to beat this test?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I got a good laugh out of that. But I'm in the camp that he's not coming back this year.
No. I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing is just...
I could see him pull a Jason Witten. Like, just take a year off.
Take a year.
take a year off and then go back.
I guess it really depends on the platform of this company thing.
Right.
Because if it's gonna be, because I actually heard someone call in. I think Arcan may have been talking about it, but they were like, okay, so Tom Brady's talking about like the physical stuff, so he's out there proving it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if Gronk's gonna play like the mental side in CBD oil, because he basically had a breakdown up there, staged or not staged.
Yeah,
It sounded legit.
I don't think it was staged.
It sounded legit, but if he's gonna like start to play the CBD stuff, he has to come back and play.
Right.
Unless his platform has nothing to do with football.
Right.
With the company. It might not. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't give a fuck either.
Yeah.
CBD is starting to piss me off so fucking much.
CBD is literally like, I don't even know. I was gonna say like the new something, but I don't even know what.
Well, it's like it's the new like
Advocare.
Well, not even that, but it's like it's a different form, but it's the new CrossFit, it's the new keto, it's the new
right.
Enter this type of training or this type of nutrition, because now you're hearing it. Oh, my elbow kind of hurts. Should I like go get CBD oil for it? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know if this shit works.
Right.
I was gonna say, it's like, I hate to be this person, but it's like, if I'm gonna recommend this to people, I think I need to see a research paper, and research pisses me off so fucking much.
Right.
It's like, I'm not sitting there being like, oh, I put this stuff on my elbow, doesn't hurt anymore. Yeah, dude. I'm not fucking believing you.
Right.
Like, I just don't care. It's like the same thing, like, oh, ever since I started smoking weed, all my problems just went away. You know what? I'm happy that they did.
Yeah.
Now you're my problem, but I'm happy they all went away. But people, now it's getting to the point where people are like talking about like I might have to actually like form an opinion on this thing. And it's fucking pissing me the fuck off.
Yeah, and I mean,
because it's fucking, all it seems like to me is snake oil.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a thing that people can affiliate link, and you can't prove anything. It's all the bullshit, and everything that's wrong with selling is what CBD oil is kind of being, and that's what's pissing me off.
So
because
my issue with it,
because I almost don't even want to fucking find out if it works or not.
Yeah.
Because all the other bullshit bothers me.
My issue with it is that it's becoming commercialized and so popular that it's almost like, I think CrossFit is a great example for this. So when CrossFit first got popular, it fucking exploded. Like, everybody and their fucking mother opened a CrossFit gym.
Yeah.
There were CrossFit gyms almost as many as fucking Dunkin' Donuts is around here. So like, if you don't live in New England, you don't understand it. But
No. If you're not in New England, you understand it a million times better.
Yeah.
Because in California and out west, it was a billion times worse.
Yeah.
Because just when it was getting big over here, you heard the people talking.
Right.
Like, hey, watch the fuck out from a business perspective.
Yeah. So when CrossFit first opened up, they were literally fucking everywhere. So for a period of 3 to 6 years, it was just a fucking boom. And then after the 5-6 year mark, the consumers started to realize oh, this CrossFit gym sucks. I'm not going to this one anymore. I'm going to that other one that's 5 minutes away. And then so it the market self-corrected. So all the really shitty CrossFit gyms went out of business. So from maybe 2012-ish, you started to see a decline in the amount of CrossFit gyms. It actually, I think right around then was the first time it dropped. Up until 2015-ish, 2016, and then it leveled off again.
It's funny, I don't hear anybody talking about CrossFit anymore.
Right.
But
that's what I think is going to happen with the CBD companies.
Well, it has to.
Because there's got to be there's hundreds. There has to be hundreds of CBD companies that exist right now. Not all of them are good.
They're all going to get bought out.
Not all of them are good, though. And some of them are fucking shady. Some of them are sketchy. Some of them are saying there's shit in there that's not there. And then 5 years from now, when there's 18 CBD companies, we'll know those 18 are actually legit. It's like the market has to self-correct.
And by then, no one will care. Because the same thing happened with boot camps.
Right.
Boot camps were like the craziest thing until about 2006. Fucking aerobics, like everything.
Yeah.
Everything does this.
Yeah.
Absolutely and utterly every industry,
new, like, fad.
Every industry has the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And it has to go up and up and up and up and up, and people invest all this money and fuck it up because they suck at business.
Right.
Or they either suck at business or they just don't create a good product.
Yeah.
Because that's what it comes down to.
Right.
And then it has to diminish and go away.
Right.
That's all
But
it is.
so I mean, I use CBD. I've used it.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So I've been off and on. I used it a long time ago. Like I was using it before the fucking rush of it.
Hipster CBD.
I also used to use kratom. Like,
don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. It kind of went through like a little bit of a jump, like the end of last year or whatever. But like I used all this shit in fucking grad school. So I've been off and on with different stuff. I haven't found a good CBD company that I liked until just now. The stuff I use now, I feel like it's actually, like it doesn't like, obviously like it doesn't fuck me up. Like it's not psychoactive, but like I'll take it before I go to bed and I'll just be like, yeah, I'm like ready to go to bed. Like I'm not like restless, like fucking anxious, fucking staring at my ceiling, like thinking about 1,000 fucking different things. So like I don't know how much of that is the actual CBD. I don't know, as far as like the aches and pains goes, like I still have aches and pains. Like those don't completely go away. I do also only take it at night. I could take it in the morning too and see if that affects anything throughout my day. But like,
well, the one I'm hearing about like the creams and shit, the spot stuff.
Yeah, those are big. Honestly, I've never used those. So I've used.
I've also had a guy roll into the gym trying to sell me fucking roll-on HGH.
Sick.
I looked at him like he was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I train fucking athletes here, and you're trying to sell me HGH? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's also not real.
I go, if this stuff is as good... No, okay, listen, every time I talk to these people, I know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I know that this isn't HGH.
Right.
So whatever he's trying to sell me, I'm going to play the game.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you got HGH in that? Yeah. Fuck, then what are you doing here? I go, dude, I train athletes. Like, they're going to... I go, they're all going to pop on their tests. I go, they can't be taking this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, they are all subject to drug tests. Like, they're amateur athletes. They're all kids. Well, then is it HGH or not? No, it is. I go, then I can't have it. Yeah, but I'm like, dude, you gotta go.
Right. Which one is it? You know what? That just made me think. You know what CBD is right now?
Deer antler.
Deer antler spray.
Yeah.
From fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah, deer antler. Ray Lewis.
Yeah. That's
Ray Lewis.
Everyone was taking fucking deer antler spray.
Ray Lewis with the fucking torn tricep.
Yeah.
Rings it up to the fucking roof of the hotel.
Yeah.
Before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
On his deer antler.
Yeah.
Terrell Thugg's coming back from a fucking torn Achilles.
Yeah. Oh, how'd you guys do it? Oh, deer antler spray. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yep. That's exactly what it was.
And then deer antler spray was popping up on Groupon.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I like you don't know I don't know what this shit is when it comes out.
Right.
So like deer antler spray. And then it's like Groupon, 2-for-1 deer antler. I'm like, it can't work.
Yeah, no. If it's on Groupon, it doesn't work. Yeah, that was fucking...
CBD on Groupon yet?
Yeah, probably though. But that's how you know those companies probably suck. I've used gummies. Those are okay. Again, I never really got anything big from that. Like, so what the gummies, I literally, in order to feel anything, I had to eat like 5 of them. I think the recommended serving was like 2. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to eat 5.
There's totally CBD on Groupon.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Gummies, gummies,
Yeah.
gummies, buds. I don't know.
Okay.
Cream, gummies.
So I've never used the cream.
This one's called Relax Bears.
Nice. Right now I use an oil. It's a tincture, so it's just in fucking MCT oil. You just put it under your tongue, let it sit for like 30 seconds, a minute, whatever, and then swallow it.
E-liquid, vape pen.
Yeah. I vaped it too before in the past. I've tried it all, like I said, but I haven't gotten any good results until just now. So, company. Free ad? No free ads?
No free ads.
Pure Spectrum. If you guys are listening, you want to be a sponsor, you let me know because I take your product, and I actually enjoy it. I've used the fucking like the granular fucking isolate. That's what it's called. They sent me one for free, so I'll like double like the isolate with the fucking oil. That's a good time. I'm fucking drooling in like an hour. Like, I need to go to bed. So like that's how I know like this shit actually works, because like I actually can feel it. Like I've taken, like I said, the gummies that I had way probably last year or whatever, a year and a half ago, I literally had to eat 5 of them in order to feel any kind of anything. So I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like I said, it needs to level out, and it needs to like kind of, the good companies need to rise up, and then the shitty companies need to just go under.
Well, they always do. It's just how long can you wait?
Right.
And it sucks as a consumer, because then it's like, well, how do I just find the less shitty ones? Because it's harder than going to a gym and being like, wow, this is the world's biggest dickhead in front of me. He's the owner of this place. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Or, okay, I just went to this class, and the person doing the class has no fucking idea what's going on, and there's a bunch of people hanging out, and they're all hurt. So something ain't right here, so I'm fucking leaving this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you fucking pick CBD outside of listening to you. Dude, do you have an affiliate link for that?
Yeah, no, not yet, dude, but like hopefully maybe someday. PureSpectrum.com, promo code MELLOW.
Mellow 33.
Yeah, I wish. But
Save
no.
33% off.
But hey, Pure Spectrum, hit me up.
Might want to send this to them.
Yeah.
If you want them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they can ignore you there too.
Yeah, I'll just send them an email. Hey, fast forward to 31 minutes and 13 seconds, and that's how you know. But so I think it's the one thing I will say though, I think it's interesting that this is now, well, again, so Gronk was already retired, but his press conference was today talking about like pain and injuries literally like 4 days after Andrew Luck retired. They're both 29 too. So 29 years old, they both retired from the NFL because of injuries. And now, like, again, the CBD thing. So it's like, you know, how long until the NFL stops being fucking stupid and goes the way of the NHL and just says like, oh, you're smoking weed or taking CBD? Yeah, we're not going to test for that. Like the NHL straight up does not test for weed. They test you for everything else, but they don't test you for weed. They just stopped.
Basketball doesn't either, do they?
Oh, did they make the switch? I don't know. I don't follow basketball closely enough. But I wouldn't be surprised if they...
I don't know, dude. I don't hear anyone getting popped for fucking weed.
Yeah. Well, so for the longest time with the NHL, if someone did test positive for weed, they just like didn't do anything.
Upper body injury.
Yeah, they literally didn't do anything about it. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was the NBA's like thing right now. Because I don't know if you can change the drug testing policy outside of the CBA. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm not a fucking lawyer. Like I don't know how those work. But I don't know if you have to wait for the CBA to be renewed in order to change the drug policy. But again, I don't know.
Actually, the NBA has the most stringent testing.
Wow. Okay. They probably just don't do anything about it. So.
And then, so first first positive test is a substance abuse program.
Mhm.
Second is a $25,000 fine. Third's a 5-game suspension. And then they add 5 for each test.
So they literally don't care.
That's the thing is,
it takes 3 positive tests in order to miss games.
and with that, it's like then it depends on like, wow, do we really want to pop LeBron James right now? He's one of the only things we have.
Right.
Especially in a star-driven league.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it takes 3 tests to miss games. In baseball, 3 tests, you're out of the game for life.
For PEDs or substance?
PEDs, but that's what they just lump it all together.
They put substances in the same thing?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what the NFL does.
NFL does specify. I think they're just really close.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting conversation, and I wonder because the NFL CBA is up after next year. I think they need a new one for 2021. So I don't know.
The players are gonna botch that too. They're gonna sit there and be like, okay, well, we want weed legal, and the owner's gonna be like, we really don't want to do that. All right, well, let's look at these revenue figures. We'll find another way to fuck you guys over.
Yeah.
And so we'll give you your weed.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be the percent of the TV deal we get.
Right.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The NFL owners are gonna look at it and be like, okay, you guys want guaranteed contracts? Yeah, I'm not giving you those. But you want this weed thing? Okay, well maybe we can work on this weed thing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, if you really want that legalized or less penalized, okay, but you're not getting guaranteed contracts, and let's look at that 18-game schedule.
Yeah, they're gonna get fucked on it somehow.
I don't
The players are just, players in general are dumbasses, but
NFL is in a tough spot
Yeah.
because it's hard to get guys that might only have a 3-year career to sit out.
Right.
Baseball will do it at the drop of a fucking hat, and the NHL has done it twice in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Or 3 times in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They've been trying to prep the players.
Yeah.
Like, hey, in 2 years we might not be working, so this is what you should do. This is where you can sell clothes. This is where you can sell jewelry.
Yeah.
Like, this is how you don't fucking, you know.
Don't be like Antonio Brown.
Like, if you're fucking, if, like, your relatives start coming to you, don't give everything away.
Right.
You might not be working in a year.
Right.
Or 2, whatever it is.
Yeah. Which, did you hear the latest on Antonio Brown?
What now?
He's still talking shit to Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
He told Ben Roethlisberger he needs to shut the fuck up. But, like, this dude cannot get over the Steelers.
He's a clown.
He's
such a clown.
He's been on the Raiders since March? He got traded February, March-ish. Like, bro, go on to your new team. Like, who gives a fuck about your old team? Like, stop talking to them.
I know some people are rallying about the whole, oh, well, if he hates Roethlisberger, I'll get on board with that. Fat rapist. Like, that's what everyone goes to.
Right.
Antonio Brown is just setting himself up to, and I feel like I've talked about this, or maybe we talked about it, like, in person, but
yeah,
my God, he is setting himself up to be a perpetual letdown for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Because based on the amount of money he's making and the amount of headaches he could go out and catch, say, 95 balls for 1,200 yards in, say, it's 8 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Good season, right?
Yeah, not for him.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's like you add in all the other stuff. It's like, oh, dude, what happened?
Right.
What went wrong? Oh, you didn't have your helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking frostbit your feet? Oh, you were worried about Roethlisberger?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile...
Showing up to practice in a hot air balloon?
Yeah. You're a fucking clown.
Yeah.
There's nothing... You can't do anything. Because I don't think he's going to be the best receiver in the league anymore.
No.
I think he's, like, almost not over the hill, like, done. I just think I think he's going to get surpassed. I think it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins now.
moving forward in the next few years, but like this year, let's play this game. Who are your top 5 receivers in the NFL
Do I have to put them in order?
right now? Yes.
Fuck.
Do you want me to go while you think? I kind of have an idea.
Okay, 5. Okay, go.
So, number 1 for me, Julio Jones.
Okay.
Number 2, DeAndre Hopkins. 3 is, I would say, Odell Beckham. I would put Antonio Brown at number 4. And then 5 is probably, I feel like I'm forgetting some really big name, but I kind of want to go Mike Evans for number 5.
So
I feel like there's someone somewhere like screaming at me.
yeah, it's Michael Thomas.
Yeah, that's who it is. Fuck, Michael Thomas. All right, I take Mike Evans out, and fuck, dude. I might put Michael Thomas ahead of Antonio Brown. I would put Michael Thomas at, shit, I could even put him ahead of Odell. I would put Thomas at 3, Odell at 4, and then Brown at 5.
Yeah, I mean, without a list of receivers in front of me, I think that's more or less like the list.
Yeah.
Like the people you just named.
Yeah.
I would potentially so I'd probably put DeAndre Hopkins at 1. Julio Jones at 2, and it's not because of talent, it's just because of how it goes.
Yeah, like
for whatever reason,
they're in the transition right now where like Julio Jones is what, 32, 31?
Is he that old? Him and AJ Green?
Yeah.
They both came out in 2012.
Yeah, so
they were
like
juniors.
6 years.
So they were probably each 21.
Is Julio Jones? Oh wow, maybe he isn't 30. I thought he was 30, at least.
I assume. No. Well, how old are you junior year? Is it 21?
Yeah.
So they would have come out. Yeah, they would have come out at 21.
Yeah.
And that was 2012 draft, so 7 years later.
Because DeAndre Hopkins is like 26, 27.
Well, he came out in 2013, so he's only 1 year behind.
Yeah.
And that assumes he came out as a junior, not after
as a senior.
Not as a senior. I forget what he did.
Yeah.
But regardless, they're not that old.
No.
But I mean, in NFL years they are.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting up there, but I think just for whatever reason with Julio Jones, the fact that he isn't catching touchdowns and doesn't get red zone targets, I don't know why. I would blame anybody but him. So it's not his fault, but I'm putting that too for that.
Right. No, that's fair.
Or blame the coordinator. I don't know.
Or Matt Ryan.
BC's finest.
Matty Ice Kid.
Then I'd put Michael Thomas at 3.
Yeah.
I would like to find better receivers than Odell and Antonio Brown because they're both fucking huge pains in the asses, but
they're just so.
But Mike Evans isn't better than those two.
No.
Might catch more balls.
You have you have those top 5.
Like Alshon Jeffrey's not as good.
No.
Allen Robinson's not as good. I'm trying to go quick. Like Devontae Adams.
Right. So I would say the tier 2. So
because it's not about it's who's better, not who would I prefer. Because I don't want either of those idiots.
Exactly.
But I don't think Devontae Adams is better. I don't think Thielen and Diggs are better.
So outside of that top 5, those 5 are the tier 1 guys. Then that tier 2 would be like Mike Evans, Devontae Adams, Adam Thielen, Keenan Allen, like those guys. That's your tier 2 level.
Tyreek Hill.
I guess I would throw Alshon Jeffrey in there.
Alshon Jeffrey, well,
it's
tough, man. He doesn't produce.
Right. He's just so talented.
Makes good for my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Guy who doesn't produce.
Yeah, it's great. It's phenomenal.
Got a guy who doesn't produce and a guy who's going to produce insanely well, but only for 5 games.
Yeah.
Will Fuller, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got. I don't know. I don't know what the original point was. We're probably gonna have to go back to it. Oh, was the original point Antonio Brown's a clown? Cause
Yeah, Antonio Brown's a clown.
yeah, I mean, he could go out there and absolutely prove me wrong. He
Yeah.
could. I just don't see it happening.
Right.
I see either he getting nicked up or him just being an idiot, or how about the fact that his team sucks, because everybody is talking about the Steelers being the third best team in the AFC right now.
Gross.
Pick a team that's better than them.
No, that's true, but still gross. Talk
So
about
they
the
got
fucking
rid of-
drop off.
They got rid of Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown.
And they're still the number 3
And-
team.
They're getting picked as 3.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be the Ravens.
Nope.
If you think the Chargers are going to do what they did last year, then fucking best of luck to you.
No.
AFC South sucks.
Yes. Like, sucks with a capital S.
Like, the best team has no offensive line.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that even happen?
I don't even know. So, yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense. So, speaking of clowns, I just saw before we got on air that Boogie Cousins is in a little bit of trouble right now because he threatened to shoot the mother of his child in the head. And this was a video recording or audio. There was some sort of recording that has this where he threatens to shoot her in the head. Do you know why?
Because she wouldn't let the kid go to his wedding.
Yes. He wanted his kid at his wedding, which, that's fair. And
More than fair.
she said no, so he said, I'm going to shoot you in the head. Seems like a fair response.
Didn't he just blow his knee out?
Yep, he just tore his ACL.
How's that wedding gonna go?
Right? I don't know.
Can't walk.
Yeah. What a fucking loser. What a clown. He is a fucking clown.
It's too bad too, because everyone knew he was a pain in the ass, but he was also really good
Yeah.
for Sacramento, and then that 1 year in New Orleans. And then, or I don't know how many years it was in New Orleans, but then he blew his Achilles.
Mm-hmm. Now he blew his ACL.
Last year was a little slow to go.
Yeah.
Now he blew his ACL. Like, he's useless.
Yeah, he's done. I can't imagine any team is going to take a flyer on him.
Well, I mean, for as big as he is, I mean, he's gonna be worth like $3 million. Yeah, we'll sign you 1 year, $3 million.
Yeah.
So he'll keep getting opportunities. Dwight Howard's still getting opportunities somehow.
Yeah, I saw that. The Lakers just signed him.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking. This is the thing. Dumb people are just dumb.
Dumb people do dumb shit. Yeah.
Dumb people are dumb.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to fucking say. It's just. He was always a pain in the ass.
Yep.
It wasn't like this before, but you know what? Okay, well, he did something fucking stupid, so.
Right. Alright, well, you got anything you want to go with?
To wrap up? Or
Yeah, do
continue?
you want to, I mean, we could wrap it up.
Can we?
about that
I didn't want to, like, you
Yeah.
know, jump that.
Yeah, no. It's about that time.
Alright, so it's Thursday.
It is.
College football, week 1 has officially started. Week 0 is over.
Yeah, weeks. Yeah, I fucking. That's
So stupid. Week 1 is here. There are a fuckload of games on tonight.
Yeah.
And actually, some good Clemson's playing tonight.
Oh wow.
So, I'm also speaking as though this is Thursday, so don't get confused.
Yeah, no, I picked up on that part. Thanks.
Just to clarify. Because I was about to get confused.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of games tonight. Some good, some really not good.
Yeah, like week 1 is always stupid. Like Alabama plays the fucking Ferguson.
Well,
School
Alabama's
football.
playing Duke.
Yeah.
Like, at least it's, you know, a team.
Right.
They're gonna fucking
They're
stomp
in the
them.
ACC.
Actually, though, smart bet is on Duke.
Yeah, with the points.
No, take Duke on the money line. Like a fucking 30-something point dog. No, it's 30-plus point. When Bama is a 30-plus point favorite, they're actually not that good at covering it. They're like 33%.
No, yeah, I think I remember hearing that last year.
And they're really good opening weekend, but the way the line is moving,
Yeah.
trends towards Duke. I believe it's trending Was Duke a bowl team last year?
I feel like they might have been.
I think they were.
Yeah.
And then the line is trending away from them.
Yeah.
Which over time typically is a profitable bet.
Right.
So this could be the wrong game.
Yeah.
If you bet the 4 of them, the 4 instances of it, I think it's 4. There could be more. I could be way off. You know, you need to hit a few. This might not be the one, but fucking, it's a lot of fucking points. It's week 1, and it's neutral site. So
yeah.
Anyway, but come Saturday, Florida State's back. So
go Noles.
We have not been doing this podcast during any active Florida State games.
True. I
am a fucking psychopath for Florida State football.
Yes, you are.
It's actually a little bit concerning sometimes.
That's even potentially an understatement.
And I will say, you people made me this way. People rooting against Florida State made me this way.
Yeah.
For no reason.
I don't root against them. I actually like Florida State.
This goes back years.
Yeah.
It's people rooting against Florida State for no reason. Mm-hmm. Made me like the way I am now. The person who almost got my ass kicked in college by a friend of ours who was significantly bigger than me. Because Florida State lost and he started fucking touching me. Didn't like that.
Yeah.
I fucking lost my shit and just walked home from the party.
Sick.
I go, well, that was ugly. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Also, when in a win, Florida State win, mm-hmm. I threw everything from my side of the room onto Bill's side of the room sophomore year in college. I was like, what the fuck happened in here? Florida State. So how much did they lose by? They won.
They won.
But they're back.
Yeah.
James Blackman has been named the starting quarterback.
Okay.
He played the year that DeAndre Francois blew his knee out against Alabama week 1, mm-hmm. which will still scar me. He went 6-5 that year, or he went 5-5. Nope. Math wrong. 6-4. He went 6-4. He also started 1 game last year, threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, won ACC Player of the Week. I'm excited. I think he can play. Willie Taggart's offense has another year or a year under their belt. Mm-hmm. They've had time to coach up that god awful, like historically bad,
terrible,
maybe the worst offensive line in history. It was so fucking bad.
Wasn't it out of 693 schools they were?
Whoa, 690. There isn't that many.
No, what was it?
There ain't that many in FBS.
So 300 and something then?
No, it was only like 126.
What was it then? They were ranked, literally, like, if there were like 324 rankings.
I mean, I don't know, unless they included like
They were ranked 321.
They were horrible.
Do you remember that? Like, they were literally 2 up from the worst.
Okay, they also... Okay, so I think the thing you're thinking of was they were ranking offensive linemen.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
And it was, I don't know what, it was out of 600 and something linemen.
Yeah, that's what I knew it was a really big number.
We're coming to it. It was like, so it was like 660 something linemen.
Yeah.
They had like the second worst, like...
the 5th up from the bottom.
Something like that. And the best they got was like 150. Florida fucking State.
Yeah.
The state of Florida.
Yeah.
You can't get a goddamn offensive lineman to play remotely okay.
Right.
How the fuck is that even possible?
Yeah.
And it goes back to the old coaching staff. Because apparently, the old offensive line coach, Rick fucking Trickett, Clint's fucking father, he didn't like prototypical tackles.
Yeah.
He wanted 5 guys that could all be interchangeable. He wanted 5 guards. 5 people who could play athletically. He didn't like tackles.
Right.
And then you get 2 injuries and all of a sudden it's like you have no one.
Right.
You have no one out there.
Right.
So they've had some time. They've got some players. I try not to keep up with the recruiting because I would find myself getting way too stressed over it based on them either not signing up. Well, because it's like they were in the running for the number 1 prospect. Yeah. So if I really was like in on recruiting, I'd be upset that they didn't get them. Right. And I can't be doing that shit.
Offensive line prospect or like
No,
overall prospect?
Overall.
Oh shit.
In the country.
Wow.
I think he went to Oregon. He was a D end.
Wow.
But I can't be doing that. It's too much.
Yeah.
So they open against Boise State. It's neutral.
Okay.
I don't know where they're playing. Could be Orlando.
Okay. That's a tough one.
But it's Saturday at 7.
It's Boise.
I don't know the line. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who's playing quarterback for Boise because I think this is like a few years since Brett Rippon's been playing. So
Yeah.
I don't know who's left out there.
Yeah.
And it's not the old Boise because it's Chris Peterson's at Washington now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same.
And it's a neutral site.
It's neutral.
Something about that blue fucking turf like fucks people up.
It might be the fact that these teams have to go to Idaho.
Yeah, that too.
What the fuck are they gonna do there?
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
College football is back.
I really anyone that keeps up with college football knows it's like Florida State went like 36 years without missing a bowl.
Yeah.
So last year was the first year that I didn't get to see a bowl game. It wasn't the fucking Champ Sports Bowl. It wasn't the fucking
right.
when they played SMU at noon. I'm sorry, not SMU. Southern Miss.
Yeah.
The Golden Eagles.
Nice.
They played them at noon when 2 years ago when Jimbo Fisher fucking bailed on them.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to watch an FSU bowl game last year for the first time in my life. And I don't know if it was 36 years, but it was definitely.
It was something like that. It was a long fucking time.
It was definitely long enough where, even if I was alive, it would have been before. No, but they were good then. I'll say it would have been good. It would have had to have been before '99 when I started watching them.
Mm-hmm.
But they won the national title in '93.
Right.
I believe they lost it in '96 to Florida.
Yeah.
So it's like they were there. Like those teams in the '90s were incredible.
Right. Right.
So I think it would go back to the '70s since the last time they missed a bowl game, or had a losing record, one or the other.
Right. No. Yeah. Same. But I mean that makes sense.
So I'm excited. I'm gonna be pissed if I start seeing the never throw the ball forward offense. That pissed me off a lot.
The Patriots offense?
No.
This was worse than the
throw the ball
Patriots
sideways.
offense. Yeah.
Not like hey,
behind the line of scrimmage.
like borderline backwards most of the time.
Yeah.
Like how many times can you throw for no gain?
Right.
With Florida fucking State. Like you have actual athletes out there and you're throwing for no fucking gain.
Yeah.
It was a horror show.
Yeah. Some of those games were pretty bad.
Absolute horror show. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they can do. I'm not making any predictions. I'm not making anything because last year was so bad.
Yeah.
That I would like to say that they're an 8-4 team.
Right.
Just based on history, talent.
Yeah.
NC State won't be as good.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was? Someone else was like a surprisingly good team from the ACC. Fuck, I don't remember who, but
yeah. Well, Duke. I feel like Duke was really good last year.
So I don't think they have to play Duke because they're on the other.
Oh, they're on the other side.
Like they have to play Clemson. That'll be a loss.
They play South Carolina.
Nope. SEC.
Oh shit, that's right.
So they play Clemson, Louisville, BC.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to BC last year. Or did they beat BC and lost 2 years ago? I don't know. It's been bad.
Yeah.
So it's NC State, UNC. No, that's not true. I'm all fucked up. Syracuse on their side, Louisville's on their side, Clemson on their side, NC State. That's 5. I'm missing one team. It's not Georgia Tech. It's not the U. Virginia Tech's on the other side. Oh, Virginia Cavaliers. Nope, they're on the other side too.
I don't know.
Duke's on the other side. How many fucking teams are in this league?
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong person.
Oh, they gotta ask kicked by Notre Dame last year. They gotta play Notre Dame every few years.
Yeah.
But I will enjoy Notre Dame failing to meet expectations. I don't know what their expectations are, but they will fail to meet them, and it is phenomenal every fucking
as
year.
usual, yeah.
All right, that's my FSU.
All right, my final thought is I'm stealing this from Felger and Maz today. So apparently, somewhere on like Boston sports radio or something or other, maybe it was just online, they took a poll of who is your most hated player in Boston history that has won a title.
That played for Boston?
Yes.
Now, me specifically?
Yeah.
Mark Bellhorn. I fucking hated that guy.
Oh man.
He sucked.
That's such a good fucking answer.
He was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
He was so bad. That guy was like almost like a guaranteed fucking letdown from the plate. Either strikeout in a big spot, ground out, whatever.
Yeah.
And then in game 1 against the Angels, not the Angels, the Cardinals, he fucking put it off pesky pole.
Yeah. Yep.
What a douchebag. I fucking hated that guy. He also wore the two ear helmet.
He did. Well, he was a switch hitter.
Yeah. Get 2 fucking helmets. Have some fucking respect for your appearance. My lord.
Yeah. Mark Bellhorn. That's
Fuck that guy.
That's a
I hated that guy so much.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything about his character or anything. So, like, typically they asked this because it had Kyrie Irving won a title here. He would have been the most hated.
Yeah.
And that's what they're looking for. Like, which player is, like, actually, unlikable.
Yeah.
There's really nothing wrong with Mark Bellhorn. I fucking hated that guy.
Well, you know who mine is? Which is really funny. He is also a Red Sox player.
Who?
Johnny Gomes. I couldn't fucking stand that guy. He was such a fucking prick. He was so full of himself. He literally thought he was God's gift to baseball.
He was such a tool.
I think he was an absolute fucking tool bag. I think in an interview after they won the World Series, because somehow he's won like 3 or 4 World Series with like 3 or 4 different teams, and he like gave this like righteous fucking speech after like the World Series and was like, I knew these guys had it in them from the second I got here. I've been through this before. I know a World Series team when I see one. I knew this. I knew that. I won this World Series. He like literally thinks that he is Mr. fucking baseball.
Didn't he compare it to war too?
Yeah. He compared it to playing fucking baseball to war. Like, he's just such a fucking tool. I couldn't fucking stand that.
And that's probably one of the most overachieving baseball teams that we've seen. Fuck, I don't keep track of enough baseball. Like, I can't go back on like who has won what World Series, but like the 02 Angels were super overachieving.
Right.
There's been some really, really gross teams.
Yeah.
And the Red Sox were one of the biggest overachievers. Because
one of the biggest.
if you actually go through that roster and you go through the way that they won, it was awful. It's like Mark Bellhorn hitting off pesky ball.
I think now you said that, one of like the biggest, I would say underachieving teams, I don't know why this just popped into my head, but the Oakland A's in like the early 2000s.
They were disgusting.
They were fucking gross.
You know what? Hey, you know
with
what?
Barry Zito, Tim Hudson,
Mark
Mulder,
Dan Harron, Rich Harden, like
like holy shit, that's your starting 5 rotation, and you guys
Eric Chavez.
You guys couldn't fucking win. Yeah, Eric Chavez, the third baseman.
And you potentially know this. They didn't win a playoff series.
No.
They couldn't win 3 games.
No. Like, how?
They couldn't win 3 or 5.
On paper, that team was
Those
so
3 should have won.
Good. Yeah.
You should have started whatever order, Mulder, Hudson, Zito, and you should have won 3 games.
Absolutely.
That's
that was insane.
Those teams were good.
Those Oakland A's teams in the early 2000s were fucking nasty.
But if you really do break down their roster, it's a pretty significant drop off.
Jeremy Giambi.
Jason, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jermaine Dye.
Yeah. Who was it? I feel like their catcher. No, Kirk Suzuki was that later?
I think that was way later.
That was later on. I feel like they had a good catcher though.
Yeah, and then they all just underperformed.
Yeah. Oh man, that was awful.
Scutaro.
Yeah, Scutaro.
Julio Lugo might have been on one of those teams.
Oh man, those teams were fucking nasty.
Until it came time when it mattered.
Yeah, they just couldn't fucking do anything.
they couldn't win one goddamn playoff series.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think it was funny, like, just hearing that, like, the most hated fucking Boston sports athletes to win a title here.
Who were some of the ones they said?
One of them, alright, so they were, Ellsbury was one.
Yeah.
Which Maz lost his fucking mind on because he was like, oh, when he was here, he was the greatest fucking thing in the world. He was, and now he left and goes to the Yankees. Oh, now Ellsbury's overrated. Like, pound sand. He was like losing his fucking mind. Johnny Damon was another one.
Because he left.
Yeah, and left and went to the Yankees. That's another one. They said, get over it. We were like, Johnny Damon was a good guy. Like, just because he went to the Yankees, like, you know, whatever. What was another one? Shit. I can't remember any of the other ones. They listed the top
Chris
5.
Kelly.
Yeah. They listed the top 5.
Sagan.
No. I don't know. I can't remember them. I'll have to look it up at some point. But it's funny that, I think, no, Papelbon didn't make the list. But, like, he's a fucking tool.
He is.
He's an absolute fucking tool. Yeah, shit, dude, I can't think
Lucic. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think.
Oh, Kurt Schilling. He was on the list.
I was gonna say Kurt Schilling, but everyone loved him then.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny that. So this is. I don't know what this says. But I asked you this question like totally off fucking top. Like just here it is. You pick Mark Bellhorn, Red Sox. My most hated Boston sports athlete, Johnny Gomes, Red Sox. When they listed the top 5, the 3 that I can remember off the top of my head, Ellsbury, Damon, Schilling, Red Sox.
Ray Allen?
Ooh, he might have made the list. But like, apparently the Red Sox have had a lot of very hateable fucking players on the team.
Yeah, you gotta remember though, the reason I picked Bellhorn is not for...
Yeah, yeah.
He was probably a fine guy.
Yeah.
It was just, I remember that idiot.
Yeah.
Just like, always striking out, whatever, and then he fucking wrapped that one off the foul pole.
Yeah. I would put J.D. Drew up there. He was like...
You know what saved him?
He was Mr. like, the fucking Grand Slam.
Well, yeah, I would say the 07
Yeah.
playoffs. Saved
Yeah.
him.
He was Mr. like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just gonna show up and like play. Like, he literally didn't care about baseball. He was like the Brooks Koepka of the MLB.
Yeah.
He was like super fucking talented, but just like didn't really care that much. But yeah, I thought that was a good fucking question they were running, and they were obviously doing segments on it and all that shit. Then they did the most loved, I think, or something like, I don't know. I'll have to look it up or like listen to the replay of it or something. But it was pretty good. This is gonna do it. It's gonna do it for us, folks. Thank you guys for watching. If you're on YouTube, you guys are the best. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching. I can see, I can't see who you are exactly, but it tells me the numbers. The numbers are good. The numbers are up. So make sure you subscribe on YouTube. It'll help us get to even more people. So thank you guys. Make sure you subscribe also wherever you're listening if you're on the audio only show. And you can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're getting back into fucking the swing of things with Instagram. We had a little hiatus. Things got busy. You know, we have other lives and shit we're doing. But we're gonna get back into that grind. We got Sarcasm_speaks on Twitter. Keep spreading the word too. Tell everybody. Tell everybody you know. And buy a fucking t-shirt too. Send us a message on Sarcasm Speaks Pod on Instagram, and we'll send you the link. So thank you guys. Until next time, good night.